Cancer! What's going on, everybody? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-April 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. Without further ado, let's jump on into it and see what we got going on. Starting out here with the current energies for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-April 2022. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. First card out, what do we have? And we have here the Ace of Cups. So, you could be connecting here with a water sign, such as a fellow Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Moving on to the next card, we do have here a Pisces card, which is going to be the High Priestess. And then lastly, for your current energies, Cancer, we have here the Chariot, which is you. So, you are showing up in this reading pretty dang strong. Let's go ahead and have a look at this. So, Ace of Cups, High Priestess, and the Chariot. I kind of like this lineup here for you. I mean, the High Priestess card is kind of like your intuitive resonance. It's like you connecting to your intuition a lot more moving throughout the second half of April. So on an intuitive level, I think you're connecting to what actually fulfills you. Ace of Cups could represent love. It could represent new love coming in. It could represent everything about love, but also it is the cup, right? And when you guys hear that saying, filling your own cup first or having an overflowing cup, it means your fulfillment, right? So Cancer, coming into mid-April, I think that on an intuitive level, you're figuring out your path here. You're figuring out like what actually makes you happy, what really makes you fulfilled in this world, what makes your life everything you want it to be. So I think that with the Chariot paired here is a really excellent combo because the Chariot is like, you're going forward to that path now, Cancer. So as far as your current energies are playing out, moving throughout mid-April, you're kind of figuring out right now where you want to go with your future, where you want to take your life, where your happy place is going to be. So jumping into mid-April here, that seems to be the current vibe. You guys are finding out what truly fulfills you, what it is, that makes you happy, and you're executing a way to get to that path here. You're taking action with the Chariot. All right, let's go ahead and see what you'll be dealing with throughout the second half of the month. What are my Cancers going to be dealing with here? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2022. And what do we have? We have here the Sun card. Hello. So that's a good card to see. It's the card of happiness for sure. Moving forward from that, we have here the Death card, which is the card of change. So in order for you guys to get here, something has to change. All right. We also have here the Four of Pentacles. We have here the Three of Cups. And then we have here the Devil. Cancer, in order for you guys to experience a new route of happiness, you have to let go of what it is that has previously brought you joy in life that's no longer around. So Cancer, it feels to me like what's going on here is that there's something in your past that brought you joy, but in the present moment, it's not around anymore. Whether there was a moment in time in your life that was super joyous and you're just not in that moment in time anymore, whether it was a specific relationship you had in your life that brought you a lot of joy, or just a specific chapter of your life, right? There's something here, Cancer, in your past that brought in a heck of a lot of joy for you, but when you look at the present moment, that moment is over. It now ceases to exist. And I think that you're really missing being in that certain chapter of your life. You know, maybe you had a really great time in your life where your career was going super well and that made you ecstatic. Maybe you had a moment in your life, Cancer, where a relationship was going incredibly well and now it might not be. Maybe now that relationship isn't even around. So there is something that previously brought you joy, and I think that you've been trying to reignite that joy in your life, but you can't do that. You know, so in order for you here to find a newfound form of happiness, you have to be willing to let go of the previous joy you've received from some other chapter of your life in order for you to create this new chapter. So that's what you'll be dealing with here jumping into mid-April. It's about having to let go of the old chapters of your life, letting those chapters come to an end in order for a new chapter to be born, okay? All right, Cancer. I like that for you here so far. I think that a lot of people, look at Cancerians and are like, yo, Cancers never know how to let go of anything, right? Their little crab claws will hold on as long as they can. Excuse me for one moment. Thank you very much. Dealing with allergies, by the way, over here. So if I sound like shit, that's why, Cancer. But nonetheless, people will look at Cancerians and they're like, they never let go of anything. They hold on and on and on forever. And even though us Cancers can be pretty sentimental and we can have a difficulty letting go sometimes, it doesn't mean that it's impossible for us to let go. It just might take us a little bit longer than others because we tend to appreciate the sentiment of certain things in our lives, like moments and chapters of our lives that made us happy. We tend to really enjoy thinking about that and looking back. Sometimes we even do use that as a form of escapism if we're not totally content with our present moment, which chances are that's probably what was going on here, Cancer. It's like, well, my present moment isn't the best, so I'm just going to go live in the past a little bit because I was happy there, But in order to find your new happy place, you got to let go of the old happy place, right? All right, Cancer. So let's see where things are going to be going for you throughout the second half of the month. Where are things going to be going here for Team Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-April 2022. Where are things going to be going here for Cancer? First card out, we have here the Four of Wands. Moving forward from that, we also have here the Three of Pentacles. We have here the Ace of Swords. And then we have here the Seven of Wands. So Four of Wands here to the Three of Pentacles. Four of Wands is about opening new doors. Three of Pentacles is about putting in work in reference to those new doors you're opening. So in reference to a new beginning, Cancer, you're realizing, okay, I got to get to work if I want to create a new outlet of happiness in my life. But most importantly, before I create that new outlet of happiness, I have to have a realization. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about embracing the truth. The truth is that I cannot have a newfound form of happiness in my life if I'm going to be living in my past. I have to completely sever ties with my past and leave it there where it belongs, in the past. So with the Seven of Wands over here, this is about standing up and saying, I'm ready to let go of my past. I'm ready to leave it all behind me as I embrace my new beginnings. So whatever chapter of your life you held very near and dear to you, moving throughout the second half of mid-April, you're finally allowing that chapter to end. And I feel like you're allowing it to end on a good note, which is actually really positive news. Maybe there was a really great relationship you had, Cancer. Maybe, unfortunately, that relationship didn't survive. That relationship didn't continue to be where it is today. And, you might really miss that relationship. It might have been one of the most happiest moments and times of your life. And, it's nice to think back to the good memories. But I think what you're realizing here is like, I can't find new love. I can't find a new relationship if I can't let go of my previous one. Same thing with other chapters in your life. Maybe you guys were in a great place where you felt good physically, you felt good on a very personal type of level, and maybe something happened that changed all that. I can't recreate what happened to me in my past. Circumstances and situations were different, but I can create something brand new now. So you're realizing that no matter what the situation is, whether you are, whether your chapter of your life was a really great relationship or marriage, or it was a really great job, or it was a really great moment of your life in general where so many great things were happening, that moment has passed by already. So how could I create a new moment if I'm still holding on to all the old chapters? So I think that you're going to take a look here at these previous chapters of your life that brought in a lot of happiness for you. You're going to take that one last glance. You're going to smile and you're going to say, you know what? It's okay to let it go. Let those be happy memories. That's not my circumstances anymore. I have to be willing to create new circumstances. So you're going to go ahead and end these chapters here on a good note. Whatever chapter of your life that's been on your mind recently, you're going to end it on a good note here and get ready and prepared to start something new and to put the work and effort in to create a lot more happiness in your life. All right, Cancer? So I like that for you. I like it a lot. I think it's really hard to realize when it's time to let go. Sometimes it feels like it's never the right time because it could feel safe holding on, but believe me, letting go, it'll take you places for sure, Cancer. All right, let's see what the spirit guides have to say. Are there any dire or important messages coming in here for Cancer from their spirit guides throughout the second half of April? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We did have a card that jumped out. That is going to be the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I think what you're most afraid of, Cancer, is that by letting go of certain chapters of your life, it almost makes you feel like you're afraid you're never going to experience that same feeling ever again. So for example, if a relationship that was amazing came to an ending, you might be scared that by letting go of that relationship, you're never going to feel that strong sense of love ever again for anybody else. There's a lot of fear and worry here, Cancer, that you're never going to be able to find that happiness again or find something even better. And I think that is probably why a lot of people are hesitant to let go, because it's like, as soon as I let go, it makes it very real. But then it also scares me that I'm never going to find something similar to that again or even better. And I promise you, Cancer, there's always better out there, okay? We may not believe it at that moment. We may not even think it exists, but I promise you, whatever you've had, that's great. There's always something that is better than that, okay? So Five of Pentacles, you're scared here of never recreating that feeling. We also have here the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have here the Strength card. Yeah, your spirit guides right now are trying to tell you, listen, Cancer, right now, it's time to go ahead and be confident in us. It's time to be confident in the universe. It's time to be confident in yourself that you'll find something better out there. You know, if you don't actually give yourself a moment to realize that you will find better, you're constantly going to be worried that you're never going to have what you ever had before. I don't even know if I worded that correctly. You're going to be constantly scared that you're never going to have, what you've had previously. So if you're going to be in this energy of constant fear, it's going to make it all the more difficult to let go. But most importantly, it's going to make you sad. It's going to make you really, really bummed out because you're going to feel like, never again will I have this happiness in my life. You know, this great chapter came to an ending, and I'm never going to experience something as amazing as that again. It's like this fear. Guys, don't let that fear be attached to you, okay? Because that's all it simply is. It's a fear. When I promise you that there's always something better, I mean there is always something better. And that's what your spirit guides are trying to say here with the Nine of Pentacles all the way to the Strength card. They're trying to say trust in us. The Strength card here is trying to say take a step back from that ideology. Don't let fear corrupt you. If you give in to the fact that maybe there is something much better out there, we will show you what else is out there and what else we have in store for you, Cancer. So that's what your guides want you to know, okay? They want you guys to take a step back and realize we have so much more in store for you that you don't even see yet. So just take a chance on us and trust the process a little bit. All right, so your spirit guides here want a little bit of trust. There's definitely more in store here for you, Cancer. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall outcome here for the second half of the month. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Team Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2022. And what do we have? We have here the Nine of Cups. You will be pleased. I like that for you. Nine of Cups is the card of self-fulfillment. That means that coming into the end of the month here, Cancer, you're going to be all right. I think you're going to successfully let go and let this chapter of your life end. I think you're going to be okay with finally putting that to an ending, closing out that cycle. And with the Nine of Cups, I think you're going to feel good about it. So that's really nice to see here, Cancer. It's not about, letting go and then really wondering if you made the right decision. You'll know you made the right decision by letting a chapter finally come to an end in your life. And I think you're going to be able to embrace that, It's going to happen in a manner of, I let this go, I'm okay with it, I let it go on a good note, I think that I'm fine, I am fine, So with that Nine of Cups over here, Cancer, you're going to be okay after letting go of whatever you need to let go of. Like I said, whether it was a previous relationship, the loss of a friendship, the loss of a career path that you were upon, or something personal to you, whatever is no longer happening is no longer happening, and you can't change that fact. So you're really making peace here with your past and just letting those memories live on in a happy manner, So I do see that it's pretty difficult still for you guys, though, to really believe that there's better out there for you. But I promise you guys, the more that you focus on the fact that there's always something better, the more and more the universe will uncover that to you. All right? I remember when I was growing up and I had pretty good moments in my life, I used to think, man, is there anything out there that's better than this? And as I kept growing throughout my life, the universe just kept constantly showing me, yo, Ant, you thought this was cool? Wait till you see this. That's just how life is. The older I grow, I think I'm in such an amazing position now, but then something even better fucking comes along and happens. It's like the universe just has this way of constantly expanding your life to be so much cooler than what it is right now. So you may think you had it all, Cancer, but trust me, there's more on the way, okay? At least it's been proven in my life, and eventually it will be proven in yours as well. All right, so Cancer, that's what I got here for you guys regarding your mid-month of April. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. If you are a new Cancerian and you're not subscribed to this channel, definitely consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate that. If this message happened to not resonate with you, that's totally okay as well. You may check out future messages that I post, or you can check out any other amazing tarot readers we have on the platform. There are some amazing readers out there. Feel free to check them out. Maybe their messages will resonate to you. All right, but Cancerian, as far as what I've said, there was definitely a moment of time in your life that's brought you a lot of joy. There was a specific chapter of your life you've been holding on to for quite some time. You've been living in that past moment because your present moment has felt not so great. You felt like nothing could beat this chapter of your life you've lived. You were like, my present moment doesn't live up to it, and I feel like nothing will. But when you finally let go of whatever this chapter is and you allow it to come to an official ending and you close it out, you'll then realize there is more out there in store for you, even if you don't see it just yet. All right? All right, Cancer. I love you. Enjoy the rest of mid-April, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love to my Cancerians, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.